Hello everyone, welcome to Pramema. Today we are going to discuss some important math problems on time, speed and distance based on previous year questions. We will be solving these questions using speed matrix. So let's start our session. Our first question is, Suresh and Mahesh simultaneously start walking from point A towards point B. Ratio of speeds of Suresh and Mahesh are 7:1. After reaching B, Suresh returns towards A and meets Mahesh at a point C for the first time at a distance of 300 meters from A. Find distance AB. This is path AB. And this is point A. This is point B. Both Suresh and Mahesh travel from point A towards point B at the same time. And speed of Suresh and speed of Mahesh are in the ratio 7:1. That means speed of Suresh is higher here. So, Suresh reached point B first, then he returned towards point A. And on the way at point C, this is meeting point, at point C, he met Mahesh at a distance of 300 meters from A. That is, A to C, AC distance is equal to 300 meters. That means on the way Suresh met Mahesh means Mahesh only travelled 300 meters. Mahesh only travelled 300 meters while Suresh travelled 300 meters plus 2 BC. I will take BC as X. That means this is also X. Suresh travelled 300 meters plus X distance while at the same time Mahesh travelled 300 meters. Because at meeting point, time duration is constant. That is, time duration for Suresh to travel this 300 plus X is same as time duration for Mahesh to travel this 300 meters. Because speed is lower for Mahesh. So here, whenever you get meeting point question, at meeting point, time is constant. That means distance directly proportional to speed. So here distance traveled by Suresh is equal to 300 plus X 2X divided by distance traveled by Mahesh is equal to 300 meters. That is equal to speed ratio because this is distance ratio of Suresh and Mahesh. Then this is equal to speed ratio of Suresh and Mahesh, that is equal to 7/1. So here 1 part is equal to 300 meter, then 7 part is equal to 7 into 300, that is 2100. So 300 plus 2x is equal to 2100. That means 2x is equal to 1800 and x is equal to 900. So here x is equal to 900 means AB is equal to 300 plus 900, that is 1200. So option A is your answer. Next is question number 2. A man leaves his home and walks at a speed of 12 km per hour, reaching the railway station 10 minutes after the train had departed. If instead he had walked at a speed of 15 km per hour, he would have reached the station 10 minutes before the train's departure. The distance from his home to the railway station is. So we have to find out the distance from his home to the railway station. Here you can see distance is constant. Distance is constant. So that means speed is inversely proportional to time. Here at 12 km per hour and 15 km per hour, he is traveling the same distance, that is from his home to railway station. That means distance is constant, so speed will be inversely proportional to time. Here, whenever you have distance is constant, take the speed ratio. Here, speed ratio is 12/15. That means 3 into 4, 12, 3 into 5, 15. So 4/5 is the speed ratio. That means time ratio is reverse of speed ratio, that is 5/4. Here difference between 5 part and 4 part is 1 part. And in the question, we can see at 12 km per hour, he is 10 minutes late. And at at 15 km per hour, he is 10 minutes earlier. So difference between 10 minutes late and 10 minutes earlier is 20 minutes. If you have doubt, if you take the train arrival time as 9 a.m., 10 minutes late means he is arriving at 9:10 a.m. 10 minutes before us, he is arriving at 8:50 a.m. So difference between 8:50 a.m. and 9:10 a.m. is equal to 20 minutes. So here you can see actual time difference is 20 minutes. Actual time difference between both the speed is 20 minutes. That means here in the ratio, time difference is 1 part. So 1 part is equal to 20 minutes. That means here ratio time difference is 1 part and the actual time difference is 20 minutes. So that means 1 part is equal to 20 minutes. So here 4 part is equal to 4 into 20, 80 minutes, and 5 part is equal to 5 into 20, 100 minutes. So I will take distance as speed into time. Speed into time is equal to distance. Here speed is, if I take speed as 12 km, then time respective to that 12 is 5 part. 5 part is equal to 100 minutes. So 100 minutes means 100 by 60 hour. So 12 into 5 is equal to 60. 100 by 5 is equal to 20. So distance is equal to 20 km. Option A is your answer. Next is question number 3. A jackal takes 4 leaps for every 5 leaps of a goat. But 3 leaps of jackal are equal to 4 leaps of goat. Compare their speeds. Here we have to find out the ratio of their speed. That means speed of jackal is to speed of goat. Here in the first sentence, jackal takes 4 leaps for every 5 leap of goat. That means time for jackal to take 4 leaps is equal to time for goat to take 5 leaps. The time is constant in the first sentence. Always careful while reading these kind of questions. In this first sentence, time is constant, not the distance. So time for jackal to take 4 leaps is equal to time for goat to take 5 leaps. So time is constant. That means time ratio is equal to time ratio of jackal to time ratio of goat is equal to 5 by 4. Then in the next sentence, 3 leaps of jackal are equal to 4 leap of goat. So 3 leaps equal to 4 leaps. That means 3 leap of jackal equal to 4 leap of goat means distance is same. So distance of 3 leaps of jackal is equal to distance of 4 leaps of goat. So here distance of jackal is to distance of goat is equal to 3 will come here, 4 by 3. If you have time ratio and distance ratio, then speed ratio will be distance into distance by time. Speed is equal to distance by time. That means 4 by 3 into reverse of Tj by Tg, that is 4 by 5. So 16 by 15. Option D is your answer. Next is question number 4. Shramjeevi Express goes to Patna from New Delhi at a speed of 60 km per hour. At what speed in kilometer per hour should Shramjeevi Express return from Patna to New Delhi so that the average speed during the whole journey is 120 km per hour? Here, average speed equation. Average speed is equal to 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. Here s1 is equal to speed 1 and s2 is equal to speed 2. So in this question, average speed is equal to 120 km per hour. That is equal to 2 into Patna to New Delhi speed is equal to 60. And return speed, New Delhi to Patna, we don't know. So we have to find out s2. So here s1 is equal to 60, s2 is equal to s2. Here 120 cancels out. That means 60 plus s2 is equal to s2. So s2 cancel. That means 60 is equal to 0. That is not possible. So option D is your answer. 60 is equal to 0. 60 but 60 not equal to 0. So this is not possible. So option D is your answer. Next is question number 5. A car travels from Patna to Gaya at a speed of 65 km per hour in 1 hour. If the speed is reduced by 15 km, then how much more time will the car take to cover the same distance? Here, distance is constant. Distance is constant because he is traveling the same distance at both the cases. So, if distance is constant, that means speed is inversely proportional to time. So, when distance is constant, take the speed ratio. Speed ratio here is he's traveling Patna to Gaya at speed of 65 km. And if the speed is reduced by 15 km, then the speed will become 50 km. So, speed ratio is 65 by 50, that is 5 into 13 is equal to 65, 5 into 10 is equal to 50. So, 13 by 10 is the speed ratio. Then, time ratio will become reverse of speed ratio because distance is constant. So, 10 by 13. Here, from Patna to Gaya, he will travel at 65 km per hour in 1 hour. So, that means this 10 part is equal to 1 hour. That means 13 part will become 1.3 hour. That is 1 by 10 into 13 is equal to 1.3 hour. 1.3 hour, he will reach 1.3 hour in 50 km per hour speed. So that means he take 0.3 hour greater than the usual speed, that is 65 km per hour. So that means 0.3 hour is equal to 0.3 into 60, 18 minutes. So your answer is option C. So he will take 18 minutes more than the usual time 1 hour. Next is question number 6. When the speed of a train is increased by 20%, it takes 20 minutes less to cover the same distance. What is the time taken to cover the same distance with the actual speed? Here, distance is constant. That means speed is inversely proportional to time. Whenever distance is constant, take the speed ratio and time ratio. Here, speed of train is increased by 20%. Increased by 20% is equal to 20 plus 100, that is 120%. 120% is equal to 120 by 100. If you take the ratio, 20 into 6 is equal to 120. 20 into 5 is equal to 100. So 6 by 5 is the speed ratio. Speed ratio means new speed divided by actual speed. That is equal to 6 by 5. That is here actual speed is equal to 5 part. When it is increased by 20%, it will become 6 part. So, here time ratio will become new time divided by actual time. That is equal to reverse of the speed ratio, that is 5 by 6. So, actual time will become 6 part, new time will become 5 part. So, difference between 5 part and 6 part is equal to 1 part. So, ratio time difference is equal to 1 part, but the actual time difference in the question is 20 minutes because when speed is increased by 20%, it takes 20 minutes less to cover the same distance. That means actual time difference is 20 minutes. So, 1 part is equal to 20 minutes. Ratio difference will become actual difference. 1 part is equal to 20 minutes means 6 part is equal to 6 into 20, 120 minutes. Here, we have to find out the actual time. Actual time is equal to 6 part. So, 6 part is equal to 6 into 20, 120 minutes. New time is equal to 5 into 20, 100 minutes. But here we need to find out the time taken to cover the same distance with the actual speed. So, with the actual speed, actual time will become 6 part. So, that is equal to 120 minutes is equal to 2 hours. So, option A is your answer. Next is question number 7. Two trains running in opposite direction cross a man standing on the platform in 27 seconds and 17 seconds respectively, and they cross each other in 23 seconds. Ratio of their speeds is a man standing on the platform and two trains traveling each other, crossing each other him, and first train crosses this man in 27 seconds and second train crosses this man in 17 seconds. Both the train cross each other in 23 seconds. So we need to find out the ratio of these two trains. Here if you use the alligation method, that is first train crosses the man in 27 seconds, second train crosses the man in 17 seconds. Both the train cross each other in 23 seconds. Then 27 minus 23 is equal to 4 and 23 minus 17 is equal to 6. So 6 is to 4 means 2 into 3 is equal to 6. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. 3 is to 2. Option B is your answer. If you want to solve this question in usual method, that means here time to cross is equal to 23 seconds. These trains cross each other in 23 seconds. So 23 seconds is equal to time is equal to distance by speed. Here distance is equal to distance travelled by both the train. First train and distance travelled by second train. And relative speed is equal to speed is equal to relative speed, that is speed of these two trains, that is these both trains traveling each other, that is in opposite direction, that means speed will be S1 plus S2. Relative speed is equal to S1 plus S2. That means here D1 plus D2. D1 is equal to speed into time. Speed is equal to S1 and time is equal to 27. Same way, seconds time is equal to 17 and speed is equal to S2. So 27 S1 plus 17 S2 is the D1 plus D2. Distance travelled by both the train. Then again relative speed is equal to S1 plus S2. That means S1 plus S2 into 23. That is 23 S1 plus 23 S2 is equal to 27 S1 plus 17 S2. So 27 S1 minus 23 S1 is equal to 4 S1 is equal to 23 minus 17 S2, that is 6 S2. So same ratio, that is 2 into 2 4, 2 into 3 6. So S1 divided by S2 is equal to 3 by 2, that is 3 is to 2. So option B is your answer. Either you can do this, but alligation method is easy. Next is question number 8. A train of length 200 meter crosses a pole in 15 seconds and crosses a platform in 60 seconds. What is the length of platform? Here, train of length 200 meter is passing a pole in 15 seconds and it is passing a platform in 60 seconds. So we need to find out the length of this platform. Here you can see same train is passing pole and platform. So that means speed is same. Speed is constant. Speed is constant means distance is directly proportional to time. So if you take the distance ratio, in the first case when train passing the pole, distance is train length plus pole distance is equal to 0. So 200. Then second case when train crossing the platform, that means train length is equal to 200 plus platform length is equal to n. So that is the distance. So distance ratio is 200 divided by 200 plus L. Then time ratio is equal to time to cross the pole is equal to 15 seconds. Time to cross the platform is equal to 60 seconds. 15 into 4 is equal to 60. That means 200 plus L is equal to 800. That means L is equal to 600. 800 minus 200. So option B is your answer. Next is question number 9. The speed of boat in still water is 6 km per hour and speed of the river is 1.2 km per hour. The boat takes a total 10 hours to go to a place and come back. What is the total distance covered in the whole process? If this is boat, its speed is equal to 6 km per hour. And if this is river, its speed is equal to 1.2 km per hour. And if a person travels from point A to point B, That means if I taking this distance as d, and then he returns from point B to point A. That means he traveled 2d distance here, total distance 2d. So we have to find the whole total distance here. That is total distance is equal to 2d here. If the river is in the same direction as B, then if a person travels from point A to B, that means the boat will also travel from point A to B, that is in the same direction of river. So when person travels from point A to B, that is equal to downstream speed. That is when a boat travels in the same direction as river, that means it is downstream speed. So downstream speed will be equal to river speed plus boat speed. That is 6 plus 1.2 km per hour. That is 7.2 km per hour. Then upstream speed. Person travels from B to A. That is in the opposite direction of river. The boat will travel in the opposite direction of river. That means upstream speed is equal to 6 minus 1.2. Subtraction of boat speed and river speed. That is equal to 4.8 km per hour. So here you can see distance is constant. Distance is constant. That means you have to find out the speed and time ratio here. When distance is constant, speed is inversely proportional to time. So you have to find speed ratio. Here speed ratio is downstream speed divided by upstream speed. That is equal to 7.2 divided by 4.8. So that is equal to 2.4 into 3 is equal to 7.2. 2.4 into 2 is equal to 4.8. So speed ratio is 3 by 2. Then time ratio will be, that is down speed time and upstream speed time. That is equal to reverse of speed ratio, that is 2 by 3. And in the question you can see total time taken for the whole journey is 10 hours. That is from A to B and B to A, total time is 10 hours. That means 2 plus 3 is 5 part. In the ratio, time ratio is equal to 2 by 3. That means total time is equal to 2 part plus 3 part is equal to 5 part. So in the ratio, total time is equal to 5 part, and in the question, actual total time is equal to 10 hours. So that 5 part is equal to 10 hours. Ratio time, total time is equal to 5 part, and in the question, total time is equal to 10 hours. So 5 part is equal to 10 hours. That means 1 part is equal to 2 hours. So that means here 2 part is equal to 2 into 2, 4 hours, and 3 part is equal to 3 into 2, 6 hours. That is, from A to B he take 4 hours, and from B to A he takes 6 hours. So distance will be speed into time. If I take downstream speed is equal to 7.2, then downstream time is equal to 4 hours. So that is equal to 28.8 kilometer. Then we have to find 2D here. 2D will be double of 28.8. That is 57.6 kilometer. So option D is your answer. Next is question number 10. A train takes 10 seconds to cross a pole and 20 seconds to cross a platform of length 200 meter. What is the length of the train? Here, a train crosses a pole in 10 seconds, and the same train crosses a platform of 200 meter in 20 seconds. So here same train crossing pole and platform. That means speed is constant. Then distance is directly proportional to time. So if you take the distance ratio, in the first case train crossing pole means distance is equal to train length. I will take train length as L. Then in the second case, when train crossing platform is equal to, distance will be length of the train plus platform length, that is 200 meter. So distance ratio L by L plus 200, that is equal to time to cross pole is equal to 10 seconds and time to cross platform is equal to 20 seconds. So this is 2. Then 2L is equal to L plus 200. That means Length of the train is equal to 200 meter. So option A is your answer. This is question number 11. Three friends, Pradeep, Suresh and Subodh, working in the same office. During an extended weekend, they decided to go together on a family trip to Corbett National Park. They started from the office in their own car, but at a different time, and traveled in the same direction at a speed of 50 km per hour, 60 km per hour and 75 km per hour respectively. Suresh and Subodh overtook Pradeep at the same point. If Suresh started 90 minutes after Pradeep, how many minutes after Pradeep did Subodh start from office? Here, three friends Pradeep, Suresh and Subodh working in same office. So, this is Pradeep, this is Suresh and this is Subodh. They traveled in their own car at a different time and traveled in the same direction at speeds 50, 60 and 75. So, they are traveling in the same direction but at a different time and at a different speeds of 50, 60 and 75. Suresh Subodh overtook Pradeep at same point. So, on the way at a point, if this is the point, Suresh and Subodh overtook Pradeep at the same point. If Suresh started 90 minutes after Pradeep, that means difference between Pradeep and time difference between Pradeep and Suresh is 90 minutes. How many minutes after Pradeep did Subodh start from office? So, we have to find out the time difference between Pradeep and Subodh. Here, you can see from this point to from this meeting point, distance is constant. Okay. They are overtaking Pradeep. Suresh and Subodh overtaking Pradeep at the same point. So here from this to this, distance is constant. Here time is not constant because time is varying. They are started from different times. They are started at different times, so time is not constant and speed is not constant. So distance from this to this is constant. So here distance is constant. That means speed is inversely proportional to time. So we have to find out speed ratio and time ratio here. So here I will take speed of Pradeep and speed of Suresh. That is equal to 50 by 60. That means that is equal to 5 by 6. Then if you take time of Pradeep divided by time of Suresh, that is equal to the reverse of the speed ratio, that is 6 by 5, because distance is constant here. Here, difference between 6 part and 5 part is equal to 1 part. In the ratio, difference between time difference is equal to 1 part, and that is equal to, in the question, time difference is equal to 90 minutes. Difference of time between Pradeep and Suresh is equal to 90 minutes. So, 1 part is equal to 90 minutes. That means 5 part is equal to 5 into 90, that is 450 minutes, and 6 part is equal to 6 into 90, 540 minutes. This is also in minutes. So here Pradeep take 540 minutes, Suresh take 450 minutes. We have to find out what time Suresh take to reach here. So I will take the second ratio, that is speed of Suresh divided by speed of Subodh is equal to 60 by 75. So the ratio will become 15 into 4 is equal to 60, 15 into 5 is equal to 75. So that means time of Suresh divided by time of Subodh is equal to reverse of the speed ratio, that is 5 by 4, because distance is constant. And here you already know time taken by Suresh is equal to 450. That is, this 5 part is equal to 450. That means 1 part is equal to 90. So that means 4 part is equal to 4 into 90. That is 360 minutes. So here time taken by Subodh is equal to 360 minutes. Then time difference. Time difference between Pradeep and Subodh is equal to 540 minus 360, that is equal to 180 minutes. So option C is your answer. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please subscribe, share and like.